Y'all,
Welcome to Passports and Flip Flops. My name is Amanda,
I'm James.
and we are retired veterans who are planning to move to South Africa. So, we're just going to discuss right now what it took to get us to this point. We're going to discuss the ins and outs of how we got to this point.
So, me and Amanda went to South Africa in September just past. 16-day quick trip. Fell in love with the continent.
Right.
Fell in love with the people. And something about South Africa had a draw on us that just has not let go.
Correct. Agreed. We started the process literally shortly after we came back. We looked at visa options, and we were able to get on a retired person visa, and we were able to apply separately due to each of us having the income to prove that for the visa. And we ended up having to go to Washington, D.C. During that time. It was actually Mardi Gras Day, the day
Yeah,
we
it
left
was Fat Tuesday
here
here.
in New Orleans. So it was very hectic. But once we arrived in Washington, D.C., I mean, the 2 days we were there, we enjoyed Washington, D.C., the little bit of time we had. Where we went to our appointment and literally drove back home that same
The next day.
no, the same
Oh, yeah.
that same day, because literally our appointment was 15 minutes long, so it was a really quick.
If 15 minutes.
Yeah, and we just turned it into a little mini vacation. Took the East Coast, but the process was easy. Getting the paperwork was pretty easy. It was a little bit difficult. The
paperwork
right.
to do the process of obtaining a South African retired person's visa. Easy to find the paperwork on the website. Just go to the embassy.com. You can download the paperwork, fill out the packet, and it kind of tells you what documents are going to be required. But the difficulty part for us was it is not a clear packet
Right.
of what documents you actually need versus not. It leaves a lot of guesswork
Questions.
in there.
Yeah,
Yes,
a lot of questions and on that. Yeah, right. And it's hard to get a hold of them to even get those questions answered. So we relied on a lot of expackers that are already in country to really guide us through the process. So that's what made the transition a lot easier for
Shout
us.
out to everybody too.
Yeah.
Everybody in the African Americans and South Africa group. Love y'all because y'all really took care of us. Y'all
Yeah.
provided us a lot of great information.
Right. So, yeah, the process wasn't hard. I think what's been the hardest for me is the waiting. Because once we got our visas, by the way, it did not take that long at
No.
all.
No.
We went February 19th. Our appointment was February 19th. I got my visa back at the beginning of March, and James got his that following week. So once we got our passports back with our visa included, we booked a flight immediately. Booked
Right,
our flight,
right.
and literally booked a one-way ticket flight. We literally told ourselves if we were going to come back, we will buy a ticket to come back, and it kind of forced us to have to kind of really stay there and live there and give it an actual try, right?
Right.
That doesn't mean we're not planning to come back. It was just it's allowing us to give this country a try and see if we truly are going to like living there. But what do you think?
There is no. Now that we've accepted that part that we have a one-way ticket, we also have this mindset now that there's really no rush.
Right.
We enjoyed our 16 days, but this time we don't want to go with the touristic mindset, right? We want to go ahead and actually immerse ourselves in the cultures and in the customs and get to know the South African men and women, learn from them the history from that point of view, learn the language, and make relations along the way doing that. So you can't put a time limit on that. So having those one-way tickets made it kind of like, yeah, we're going head first. We always got home. We could always come back
Coming
here.
home. And that's the thing. we know a lot of people that have lived in the U.S. that moved all over the world and literally sold everything, their house, their cars, their furniture, sold it all and moved over to another country. And to me, more power to you. That's great. But when we looked at it and we really had to sit down and discuss things in our finances, and we looked at things and we're like, no, we're not getting rid of our home. This is a family home, and we planned this at the very beginning when we bought this home, was that this home was going to be carried down to our children.
Right, the generation.
Right. So we did not want to go back on our word almost 18 plus years later. We're almost done paying on our home, so that is a plus. There's other perks of the fact that we're in this home and why we're keeping this home, from not having to pay property tax because we're 100% disabled veterans. That helps. Certain things, there's other reasons why it's benefit. Like we say, we can always come back home.
Right.
So
it wasn't about us having to sell to go to South Africa.
right.
Now, our ultimate plan is to spend a year on the continent, spend a year in South Africa, not only learning Johannesburg and Cape Town, the surrounding areas, but the other countries on the continent. And we want to spend time in Bali, in Thailand, the Indonesian area over there, the Asia continent. But we're not looking to sell a home, because if we ever get tired of traveling, we can come back home.
Right.
But if we decide, you know what, we do enjoy South Africa, we can see ourselves living in South Africa, then we'll buy in South Africa.
Correct.
And keep our home here.
Correct. And so with that, that's where our options stand, and not everybody has that option, but that option was available to us, and we're keeping those options available to us. I think
the hardest part of everything, I think the hardest part for me is the fact that I'm leaving the girls, our children and our grandchildren. And it's not that they're not of age. It's not that they haven't traveled the world. This is different. This is a continent away, not a state, not just a country, but a continent away. Because we've traveled a lot. Mexico, Dominican. We've been a lot of places, but those are still on the continent.
right.
Now we're a continent away. So that makes it seems a little tougher to
Right.
get home right away.
Right, and that's really the biggest thing is, I know I'm going to miss my children, I'm going to miss my grandchildren, but it's really the fact of how far away it is from where we're at to try to get back home, especially if there's, God forbid, an emergency. And I'm always thinking, always have contingency plans, I'm always forward planning thinking. And so when somebody like me has those types of thoughts or those things, I always have to forward plan. So we do have a safety net for that, but that is a big concern for us. It is something hard that we do, because we're going to miss our kids, because we've been with our kids since they've been born,
yeah.
right? And even though they're adults, they're still our babies still at the end of the day. And
I think that's the hardest part.
Right.
Everything else for me right now is just excitement
right,
and nervousness. I'm excited to go. I'm excited for this new adventure, but I'm nervous of the unknown. It's
Right.
different on the touristy side, because you book your reservations, you book your excursions or events, and everything is in a controlled environment. We have control of some things, but then a lot of that is still unknown, right?
Right.
That's that nervous point.
right.
I'm excited about what it is, but
You don't know.
that's my emotions on
But
that.
we honestly, with the Facebook group that we had and the support that we have people already in place. So when we do get to South Africa, we have somebody there. We already have connections. So right away, we're set ourselves up to succeed in South Africa. We did not wait last minute for any of our any reservations,
No,
anything. We
right,
didn't wait last minute. So everything's
And we
been
got all the
planned
confirmations
months.
this week alone, because we're leaving
Right.
soon. we've already got confirmations from our accommodations in South Africa. We've talked to the realtor in South Africa. So everyone is fully aware of our timeline for arrival. And because that timeline is pretty much upon us, they've already reached back out to us. You know, we've been talking via WhatsApp, but now we're actually getting emails or phone calls just confirming and solidifying everything. So that makes it, give us that peace of mind on that regard.
Correct. I think other than that, I don't have, I'm afraid of flying. I'm going to be honest with you. I am just afraid of the flight, and I'm not afraid because it's a long flight. I just don't like flying. And being the fact that I like to travel, I don't understand why I don't like to fly, but I do have extreme anxiety when I fly, so I'm hoping I can get some rest. And I did get rest the last time we flew, so hopefully I'll get rest this time.
Only other thing for me is, right now we're about to go into summer, because we're in New Orleans. We're in Louisiana, right? So, June 1 today began summer for us. June 1 in South Africa began winter for them. So we're going from 80, 90-degree days with this high humidity to 40-degree nights in South Africa. So from hot to cold. Just hope I don't get sick.
Right. I don't know why those church bells just keep going off while we read.
Every time.
Every time.
Every time.
Every time.
That's the Lord talking, y'all. That's the Lord's house.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about the food. There's so many things that I'm actually excited about.
Yeah, same. It's gonna be a great trip. Just come along. We'll definitely keep everyone abreast to what we have going on while we're in South Africa. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yep.
You're gonna see it all.
Until next time, stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, hit like, subscribe so you continue to follow our journey. Bye.